FaZe Clan's time is almost up.
From a budding content group full of guys brimming with potential to a group broiled in controversy and a CEO who was caught up in a crypto scam controversy that inevitably led to him stepping down, and now finally the golden boy of their group officially leaving. What the fuck is happening to FaZe? That's what I wanted to talk about today.
Wait, yo, was it confirmed that Banks was like actually like scamming, bro? 'Cause I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I don't know if he's a good ass gaslighter, bro, or I just didn't look into the situation enough. But I'm legit not sure if it's like confirmed for a fact that he was scamming people. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Yeah. I could hate who I want. It's allegedly. Nah, yeah, okay, fair. Sometimes I'll be thinking I'm stupid. Whole time it's just not facts, you know. Sparky, me and you should start a content house. Where's your content?
How could one of the biggest content groups currently approach their singularity? How could people who were destined to win in the space drastically change the course of their path? I probably have an answer, so let me stop rambling. Y'all know I'm the hood Socrates.
Patched, buddy.
Controversy, like I said, is the first.
I don't think it has. It's just hard to do right.
A lot of tension onto the FaZe clan. I'm gonna briefly talk about the recent controversy with the former CEO FaZe Banks, and I'll do it quickly. Okay, I know I made a video on it, and for all of you that don't know, this clown did a pump and dump, allegedly.
Just listen.
Dude, can I talk about that?
Talk about
Why am I down money?
because people are using you to sell. People are using your buy as like a spot to sell.
I'm
It's
down
just-
12 grand.
It's okay.
I'm not a crypto guy, but does that make sense? Oh no, he's laughing in the background. Oh yeah, nah, yeah, that's not looking good. Yo, I don't know, gang. I don't know, man. That's not good. Which makes it patch. It's not the same anymore. I think it could be the same, but I don't think it's patched. If something has never or is rarely done right, it can't really be patched because it's not that viable of a method to begin with. It's hard to buy into. To be honest, I'm kind of sad because I saw Max crying. He was talking about his mom, and he said, "I'm sorry," and stuff like that, which made me sad. Was that an old clip? I think I might have seen that like a minute ago. I have a genius content house idea, but I can't share it with anyone because they'll steal it and make hella money. Well, then shit. I don't know. Not gonna lie, I don't think I could do a content house. I have my doubts about that too, but we talked about that like a stream ago, so feel me. But yeah.
It'll go up.
People have been expecting this moment all day.
Yeah, that like this isn't good. Like this doesn't help. Like this doesn't help, bro. I'm gonna be like no.
So a lot of people bought MLG probably today, expecting you were gonna buy it and using the event of you buying it to sell it. But it's fine. Again, this is something that we're all positioned in for good reasons. There's a lot of reasons to be excited about a position like MLG.
As you can see, that's
I'm not gonna lie, he said a whole lot of nothing, bro. Like I'm trying to like actually decipher what he is saying so I could understand how these niggas making Aiden a point to sell at would make sense. It just doesn't make sense, bro. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Not because my streams would be me on unnerfed. So I would do the clip form and you'd be the more serious one. Hey, listen, bro. Pitch it to me, bro. I'm all ears. But maybe it's on my old page. You should do content and stream, gang.
him trying to gaslight Aiden Ross on why he lost $12,000 instantly.
I'm gonna buy my Cardi
Obviously
stand
because
stocks
it's a
now.
freaking scam. But this incident led to the stepping down of Banks as a CEO, clearly because it was going to affect the image of FaZe, and I believe this put a lot of tension on the group because it was a viral trending topic. Being associated with an org that has a CEO who has a long controversy of scamming that apparently dates back to CSGO.
No, this was pretty bad.
Not something that any sound-minded individual is gonna put up with. Not
This was
saying
really
these
bad.
guys be sound-minded all the time, but you get it. And with the bank situation in particular, this felt like a ticking time bomb because you had Bruce and other people like Convy basically saying that nigga Banks is not to be trusted. You need to close your back door around
Bruh.
him.
Wait until y'all see that crib.
Telling y'all, bro, when Bruce come back, easy 100K, because all these shits is coming viral. Like, people that don't know about Bruce because they weren't watching him back then, like, they look at this nigga as like the avatar of streaming, bro. Everything he said all this time ago is deadass aging so well in a way that makes it look like he was like a fortune teller or something, bro. And just the landscape of streaming and what it takes to go viral now is like the complete opposite of how he was always moving. So it's kind of crazy. What you need? Are you serious? Like, you actually don't know what to do to stream? I could help you with that later if you actually like want to get into streaming and shit. At least what you'll need physically in terms of hardware. Yeah, I bet I got you.
They too, twin. They got some cooking, twin. That's why all these niggas trying to. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna say too much.
Ooh.
I'ma just laugh for right now, bro, cause y'all don't get it. So I'ma just laugh.
Literally everyone brushed off this clip when it happened too. Like I forgot he even said this shit, bro, till it resurfaced.
$1 billion bag. Morally,
That's a devil, chat.
answer objectively is yes.
That's the devil right there trying to.
How is that the devil?
He works in mysterious ways. I'm trying to tell you.
How is that the devil? You're not gonna really.
You
Trying to tell you.
You don't take it. God's telling you.
Oh yeah, that's the devil right there talking to me.
How is that a devil talking to you?
So God is gonna tell me I'm an idiot for not taking that.
Like, nah, I would have clipped my.
I can't lie though, I definitely feel like Aiden, he has like a special place. He has like a soft spot for Banks, bro. I've seen how Aiden moved in previous situations that he's gotten fucked over. And the thing is, regardless of whether Banks scammed him or not, the reality is he kind of did set the nigga up for failure, and he was talking shit essentially about him behind his back. I gotta call a spade a spade. And Aiden was still moving like really kind of lenient towards the nigga, bro. Like, he was actually hearing him out like, yeah, I understand. Like, honestly, bro, some of the shit Banks was saying, it was like, really? But he was still kind of just like hearing him out like, yeah. I'm like, wow. And I've seen how Aiden is a nigga that's quick to sue, bro. So I always kind of threw me off, bro. But he definitely has a special place in his heart for that Banks nigga, bro. No funny shit. Sparky, I think I should sleep because it's 3 a.m. and I need to fucking sleep. But the thing that stops me is I dead want to support you. You decide. Listen, bro. You a grown-ass man, yo. I'm not going to tell you to stay up and risk your sleep to support me, bro. That is up to you to make that decision yourself. I can't do that for you, twin. I appreciate the love, though, like, real shit, I really do. Like, that means a lot to me, for real. If I had a more expressive face, trust me, you probably would have felt it more, but, like, bro, it is what it is. I'm under 18. Well, nigga, you're preparing to be a grown-ass man. You about to be a young adult, so that's up to you, bro.
Bro, what?
He's not someone you want to be around because he's shady, and that shadiness is finally catching up to Faze, which I'm surprised because niggas did a crypto scam under the guise of saving kids, so nobody should be caught off guard that something like this happened.
I didn't even know that happened. That's really bad.
Because unlike some of these stuff I'm gonna talk about next, the CEO of your group stepping down is low-key assigned to abandon ship, and that's what I think Max is doing. He's abandoning the Titanic before it sinks. He took off his flaming shirt before the burns got too bad.
I definitely think that's a part of it.
That set Faze up for this inevitable future is their weird boundary pushing clip farming they be doing.
I didn't personally like he loves
See, that's the thing. That's the thing about these people. They don't know how to get the story.
Okay. And you know the thing is about your people?
Oh, wow. No, yeah, there's a lot of clips like this, too, bro. I'm not gonna lie. There are a lot of clips like this. And mind you, like, I fuck with Faze, bro. I really do. Like, most of the members I watched that to some degree at some level. But even when they first started this, bro, like, this was always a thing that people were kind of shaky about in terms of the longevity. People kind of got to be on the same page in terms of morality. And not saying that they weren't to a degree, but certain things happened and people felt away to the point where it's like, it's really towing the line, bro. Like, when they tried to make Max do the diaper thing and he was feeling away and they were kind of like telling him he had to do it and shit. Now, granted, they fixed that shit and they got over that, but like, I don't know, bro. Faze seems very content first. How the people I'm around are affected after, and that's like debatably not the most sustainable thing, I must admit. But shit was certainly entertaining. But granted, I'm not even gonna say that's why they're going through what they're going through now. But this was like a huge thing that people brought up when they first started as to why they felt like things were a little shaky with them.
Why did that just sound so much more racist?
Get mobbed.
I hate to say it, but niggas be getting away with little shit like this because they can easily say it's a joke, and people love to gaslight black people and tell them that this ain't disrespectful, but it was a little weird. Silky being the one black person and he's speechless, and you got
Even now Max is going, he's really the only black person now, bro. Like, really. I know that. That's gonna feel isolating, bro. So I'm gonna be honest, like, Faze don't all got the same audience, bro. They'll come together when they do some crazy shit, but at the end of the day, yo, like, they do have a different audience, bro. I can't lie. Even how they treat Silky, like, on social media, like, saying how, oh, no, my first Silky clip, like, the thing is with, like, a group like AMP or an RDC is, for the most part, I think a lot of the members and the fans, like, cross together. Like, there's a lot of Duke fans that are Kai fans. Agent fans probably will be a Davis fan, a Duke fan. I'm not saying it completely, like, it all blends together. Obviously, if it did, you know, the views would be a little bit more even. But it definitely is more of a blend than Faze, bro. Like, nobody watching Jason and Sakura's fucking stream is watching Silky, bro. Maybe like 2% of that crowd blends into each other, but that's generous, bro. Good luck. I'm asleep because my mama sees that she gonna beat my ass. Good luck. Wish you the best. And to your viewers, appreciate you, bros. I'll catch you in another stream, hopefully, bro. Take care of yourself.
and Lacey, who are both white men, laughing at it. Like, it's just weird energy coming from it. Not gonna lie. But that's the foundation of this new phase. These are completely different people. And in my opinion, niggas
and I don't care what nobody say, bro. I like everyone to a degree is like this. A lot of people say that they're okay with shit until it's under a specific set of circumstances, bro. Them racial jokes, bro, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not the type to get offended by racial jokes, but I don't know. You either really have to have a deep understanding of the person you're doing it with or just genuinely not care at all, bro. Like, there's... The thing about doing things on the internet, too, that switches up a lot of people's opinions for what they think that they might be able to withstand and what they aren't, is the ability and the circumstances that other people perceive everything. So you might not think being called a fucking hard ER is a bad thing, but then when a bunch of people are commenting and they're like, yo, bro, they just called Silky the hard ER, bro, that's not crazy, yo, like, Silky, you should do something about this. That shit actually starts to get to niggas, and they think, like, you know what, yeah, like, maybe he's right, you know. And that's kind of the thing where it kind of, you know, gets lost in translation with the internet, bro. And the reality is, the more times that you do the edgy thing, bro, I just feel like, whether that's cutting your friend's ass and shit like that, I just feel like that, no matter what, bro, no matter how unemotional you guys think that you are, it is going to bring the percentage of a fallout up just a little bit, bro. That's genuinely how I feel. I'm not saying it's always going to be acted upon, but I really do feel that way. Like, there's a reason why AMP, they're not really sitting there, like, there's a certain level of respect with AMP and boundaries that I feel like they're not willing to cross, bro.
Truly aligned. And when I say aligned, what I mean is that these guys
they're
are
also
not
all black,
resonating
so
with each other.
quite frankly, yeah.
True chemistry. And I'm not talking about funny clips or good stream segments. Are they resonating with each other off camera? Which I'll get to later. It was just rubbing me wrong seeing constant anti-black jokes by non-black members of Faze, despite Faze having 3 black dudes. There's no way as a black man I'm gonna be a part of a group like that, and it only gets worse.
Oh yeah, the infamous clip. You know, this isn't a very traditional combination, you know, as much as the memes would like to lead you on to believe that it is. I'm not gonna lie. Watermelon and chicken, bro, it's just like, you know, that's a separate thing, man. Like, you know, yeah.
Oh, we should get chicken, blah blah blah. And then, like, we were all laughing about it.
This is another thing
it's
Bruce
not even
was
that funny. It's
bringing
just a
up.
racist joke, but it's like, I don't understand that. That's kind of like what we were at. But then, like, obviously it didn't work out, which I understand. and I understand why it's wrong, blah, blah, blah.
That's Ronaldo and Lacey eating a watermelon and chicken as a joke for a clip and trying to brush off how weird it was. This early phase clip farming to me was just them showcasing how vastly different they are as individuals and how this new phase team up was merely them reaching a new level and eventually parting ways. These guys were never gonna be long term. It was a short term.
Wouldn't 100% say that, bro. Like, I'd feel like you'd have more grounds to say this if it was openly known that these people, the black people that are in phase, were deliberately and openly against racist jokes and shit like that, bro. But I don't think this was like, I don't know, man. I'm a little iffy on this because to a degree, it's like, yeah, I feel like if there was a level of respect for these people, then they probably just wouldn't cross that line. But at the same time, when edgy content is inspired, I think it's just kind of gonna happen regardless, bro. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little iffy on that. Personally, bro, shit like that, it doesn't really offend me. However, bro, I know how a lot of niggas are, bro. I know how a lot of niggas are. They're gonna take that and run with it, yo. Like, it is what it is.
Business decision to market each of them as defined streamers with their own niches, and now it's time for them to start step 2. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, so let me just chill. And I was not the only person who seen it. Let me introduce Omizi, or Omar, which, quick little DH lore, when I got my account hacked and banned, I did reach out to Omar on Twitter, but you know, a nigga ghosted me. You know,
damn,
shout out to
Omar.
Though. No hate.
You go death.
It's all love, but I just thought that was a little funny. The thing with Omar though is that he made a video on Faze back when they were first becoming a group, and it's not a bad video.
I think I remember this.
Saying he felt like niggas was making synthetic content, kind of over zooping it with the clip farming, and
I got fucking kids in my
did
chat,
though,
man.
and Lacey even commented on his video, and then guess what happened?
Listen, I appreciate your time.
Oh wait, what did he say? We hang out every single day off stream. You have no idea our relationship's off camera. This is the reason you're most viewed. There's a reason this is your most viewed video as of recent. It's a shame you sold the bag on being a part of AMP's success because you got greedy. Faze is killing it now more than it has been in the last 5 years. Don't switch up a year from now. This did not age that well, I must admit. But, I mean, hey, this is his opinion. I don't know what to say about that.
His video, and then guess what happened?
I will say, though, hanging out every day off stream isn't necessarily the grounds to say that your chemistry is great. But I get it, you know, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. I get the point he was trying to make.
I appreciate your time. With all due respect, this video, title, thumbnail, retarded, but it worked. It's smart, big brain in a way because we're all here right now. But 2 months ago, I had a lot of people like you tell me, you f***ed up, you ruined it, this shit dead. So that coupled with the fact that this has never been more fun, just the only thing I can say to people like you is,
if you wasn't invited, don't ask to go.
Watermelon and chicken, man. Never been more fun. Yeah.
on that note, Omar, Faze the f*** up. Throw it up one time, Omar.
Throw it up one time, Omar. Come on.
Come on, Omar.
I don't even know what that is.
Come on. Yes, you did.
Oh, he actually threw it up. Nah, he took a L here. I ain't gonna lie. If content creation was the streets, this would've looked bad.
Yeah.
Somebody smack!
They hold my nigga Omar. And this video is me sliding for him low key because the same nigga telling Omar.
I'm surprised
to throw
Omar went
Faze up
along
is
with
the
this,
same
bro.
Nigga desperately trying to clear his name because he was having scam withdrawals.
They're basically saying like you're going back to blaming me, but I don't think Ricky's.
What do you mean? What?
No, but I don't think you are. I think you.
No, I'm blaming the stream.
Yeah.
Brother, you don't know what the f you're doing. You have no idea what you're doing. This
Yeah, I
is the
really
problem.
He like Aiden don't act like this when other niggas step to him, bro. Like, niggas said, yeah, I really don't. Yeah. Like, he's just being so agreeable with this dude, bro. Like, I'm not completely informed on their history. I do remember him saying, and it brought up that they lived together at some point, but like, yo, I don't really, nowadays, you don't really see Aiden moving on this type of timing, bro. Like, I wonder what the relationship is there, bro. Why he feels like, you know, he has to keep things cordial with this, with Banks, bro. Crazy.
Full faith in me and my team to tell you what you're doing. You do what it is that we told you to do, right?
Yeah.
Then this shit happens where you're getting baited and you're getting different information from side fucking people. There's people in your ear saying, this Frank kid's scamming you. You start confronting him in the chat. You're tweeting on your crypto. You and Frank, remember when you and Frank got into it?
Yeah.
And he leaves the chat.
Yeah.
You and him, whatever, and then
Okay, so he's blaming him for all this, and I'm guessing this might be why he said this shit behind his back.
It's Frank, and you've been on that the rest of the time, and I understand why. You have no idea what You have no clue what happened. But can we agree nobody else does either?
Yeah.
Most people don't either.
Yeah.
No, Banks is a good. Banks is a tier 1 gaslighter, bro.
Not every person understands it, but the people that do, again, notice the anthems.
This nigga been dead ass scamming people for years. Why are you having withdrawals, bro? Just put it down. And I don't even like Aiden, but he was getting done dirty here. You got this shady guy going off on Aiden because he can't take accountability. And what I'm trying to figure out is, how are you rich and robbing people?
Vaughn was rich. He had money, Kev.
It's just in the nature, bro.
Vaughn was still robbed.
Say this shit all the time, bro. Money is just an amplifier, yo. Whoever you were prior to where you had the money will just give you more scenarios and more incentive to just do that on a grander scale, bro. Feel me? It just why would you change? It just gives you more the ability to be exactly who you were.
People, how are you rich and you're robbing people?
Like, goddamn, nigga is rich and robbing people. But I say all this to say, from scams to weird synthetic gimmick style content via edgy jokes.
Some people just
how is
scam and
an
rob for the love of the
organization
game.
going to function? Tell me. This is actually a live stream, and I'm reading chat right now. So how are you guys? I'm trolling, but still, that's the foundation.
Wholesale, I want them to really get to the bottom of like whether, and I don't think this is gonna happen, but I wish it was a little bit more clear whether this was a scam or not. Like when shit like this happens, especially with the crypto market, bro, and their wallets being public information, like the reality is it's kind of hard to quantify people's intentions when it comes to shit like this, bro, because you really can kind of play shit like this off like it was an accident because you're dealing with money. At the end of the day, anything can happen. It's a market that you only have so much control over. But, like, yeah, it's definitely not a good look, but I really wish there was a way to say, like, for a fact, oh, yeah, he was scamming or he wasn't, bro.
In a phase. And recently, just me in my life, I'm learning that foundation is so important in everything. If your foundation is wobbly, it will crash sooner or later. So keep that in mind when you're in your own personal endeavors. Make sure your shit is sturdy. So when you get a few bumps, you can withstand it. That goes in everything from relationships to content. Be very, very deliberate and intentional with how you proceed. Now, with that being said, let's talk about the clips regarding Max's departure. And also, I want to briefly touch on who are these Faze guys individually. And individually, Faze is a diverse group. And really, it could have been something great. I mean, it was great. It did what it needed to do. It got
they were great, I'll be honest.
But when it comes to an actual group, it could have been revolutionary for real. Well, that's if these weren't streamers and probably like college kids or something. I don't know. But being that Max is the first person to leave, I'll start with him. He is clear.
It would have been nice if they'd all known each other prior to content. I feel like that's a huge, important factor when it comes to, like, building relationships, bro. It's like, they weren't built on the grounds of what you guys do as a profession. And it's just the internet, bro. Like, it's hard to know the real people, bro. People really only show you who they want you to see, bro, that they are. And it's kind of crazy. But let's see the breakdown.
But being that Max is the first person to leave, I'll start with him. He is clearly wanting to delve deeper into his music stuff, and let me be clear,
which I think
is Lowkey Tough.
is the main reason he's leaving as well.
I know it's easy to hate on streamers who make music, look at doodle garbage, but Max is very talented, and I think that's undeniable. He built his entire platform off of his love.
I think it's the same concept of like why people break up bands to build solo careers. Like, what you're attached to in the group that you're attached to, it's like, it's bigger than just a name, bro. Like, that's essentially who you are. I'm a believer in the fact that, like, you really are as big as everything that you are attached to, especially when it comes to groups, bro. Even, like, it's so crazy to the point, like, okay, like, even, like, AMP, right? Kai went into AMP smaller than AMP, essentially. Pretty much one of the smaller creators in there, if I'm being honest, at the time. And came out the biggest thing, bro. But, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, AMP grew with Kai, and now Kai is still attached to AMP, no matter what. And, you know, that's not a bad thing, because AMP isn't, like, you know, a fucked up group or anything, but, like, yo, you're only going to be connected to what it is that you are truly a part of. Max has a lot of his own shit going on, bro. It doesn't necessarily make sense for him to be attached to that, especially when the idea of Faze and what they are isn't necessarily helping his brand, you know? Like, the music shit and what he got going on with Faze is completely disconnected. And if he's trying to move away from streaming, which is probably why he ended his 365 year thing, because like the reality is, I'm not going to say his heart isn't in streaming, but I do think he has better things. Not better things literally, but in the sense of like his priorities and what he prioritizes. I think that's something that he just finds more important right now. So I don't mean to say it like that was his intention, because it wasn't, but hey, Faze is kind of like, they're used for all they could really be worth, bro. Like, you're around these people enough. If there were any more Jason fans that were gonna bleed into Max's music, I think it would have happened by now, but you know, it is what it is. So being attached to it, it's kind of doing you more harm than good. And granted, if you're attached to something and you're a part of a group, by all means, bro, like, stay a part of it. If it's something like the nigga got the shit tatted, but now when you bring it into controversy, bro, like, it's just like, you're not gaining anything from it, and it's a controversial group, and now you're just kind of fucking yourself over, bro. You're losing more than you're gaining by just severing that tie. So I think that was his mindset really going into it, bro. It's like, you know, it's not hurting him to be a part of Faze, but it's not benefiting him either. And then when they get into some controversy, then it's really going to hurt him more than it's going to benefit him. So I get it. I'm not mad at the decision at all. From a content perspective, I think Faze does great shit. And I'm not here to bash on their chemistry or what they got, bro, because quite frankly, I don't know what people's morals and their perspective is, bro. Some niggas aren't offended by watermelon jokes, my nigga, like, and fried chicken jokes. Maybe that's Silky and Max. But, you know, from Max's standpoint and him trying to better himself and make that 5-star shit larger than life, I really do think that wasn't a bad move, yo. Can't even lie. You gotta look at it from a business perspective at the end of the point, because that's what this shit is at the end of the day.
For music, and he's done various collabs, and at this point it's probably advantageous to distance himself from the Faze branding and go totally into it. He's a rapper plus engineer. He can do that. It should be a totally 5-star thing when it comes to his in the booth content, which honestly it is, but like,
he could really start his own content group, bro, and not have to stream as much and make his own money off of the niggas that he signs, bro, as long as they're doing their thing, and then do the music shit. Like, there's so much shit he could bleed into. Like, he already got the streaming shit on lock. If you fuck with Max, you're gonna really fuck with him no matter what he does. That's the reality of it. He doesn't necessarily need to do this shit all the time or feel indebted to these people, bro. He's in a unique position.
Said disconnecting from the controversial Faze branding in order to ascend the ranks in the music industry is probably what he's going for. As for Rage, he's just busy doing his own content. I don't really see him around the Faze guys.
That's the other thing too, yo. I ain't even gonna lie. For these niggas to all be living in the same house and them to technically be attached to each other and, you know, Faze up and shit, and like they're in a group, I don't see enough content from, and I could be wrong. I'm not the biggest consumer of streaming content, I will admit. So I could be wrong. I definitely could be wrong. But these niggas don't collaborate enough to where it... well, how am I trying to say this, bro? I don't know. I just don't feel like they collaborate enough, bro, as a group. Am I bugging? Like, I don't know. I'm not saying they don't collaborate, but like, yo, they live in the same house together. They're part of a group. Like, let's get some more collabs going, bro. Everyone kind of just be doing their own thing. And I get it. Like, they're all cooking in their own department, bro. Like, Jason got his thing going on. Rage, Silky, they all got their own things going on. But, like, the reality is they are all living in separate worlds. That's just what it is, yo. I can't even sit there and lie to you. So, at a certain point, it's like, what's the point, you know? As I was saying in my last reaction, XQC brought up a good point that they're not under contract. So Banks, now I'm not going to say they're not under contract, but Banks isn't taking any of their money. The leaders of Faze aren't taking money from them. They're just signed to the org. And if it's true that they don't hold equity in the actual company, then it's kind of like no point. Like, y'all could just be friends and just link up whenever it's time for y'all to link up. You know, from a business standpoint and selling shit and, you know, branding, it's good to be together and be Faze, but, you know, I don't know. I'd want to see a little bit more from this group. And Rage especially, bro, I can't even lie. Like, I'll fuck with Rage, but, like, yo, I barely, like, I'll be forgetting the nigga Faze sometimes, bro. It's just, Like, what the fuck? Like, I said, so I guess so sometimes deadass like, yo, what is he there for, yo? And it's sad, cause like, nigga, when he's around, it's good shit, but he's just not around like that. And I completely understand why he wouldn't want to live in that house, I ain't gonna lie. But, like, I don't know, bro. Like, it gets to a point where, like, what is the point? Like, you know, I don't know. Sometimes breakups and disbands really come down to, like, what is the point? Right? If you're doing things with no intention, why do it? It's you know, you're paying people. Like, it takes a team to put shit like this together, bro. What are we paying these people for?
And he's currently spamming the caretaker gimmick where he has someone new care for him for a few days.
And he's cooking with that gimmick too.
That leads to them
It's a great gimmick, and he's putting other people on that smaller streamers. Like, Faze, he didn't need Faze to do that, unfortunately, bro. Not unfortunately, but nigga, he didn't need Faze to do that, bro. What the fuck?
Fired, which is why he's currently with Dante right now. Ronaldo was doing a gaming subathon, which I'm not gonna lie, kind of fire idea.
Another good idea.
How I feel about these guys, I am a junkie.
They're
for
cooking
content.
by themselves.
I love seeing things that do good, so I'll give him his flowers, whatever. And Lacey was with Aiden doing a little weight loss game show. Once again, good idea.
I didn't really see or hear about that, but
so that's just like good.
That's
content.
what's up. Lose that weight, fat nigga.
I can't hate that. And with Silky, I really don't know what he'd be up to. So yeah, let's move on.
Bro, I'm gonna hate this picture, bro. It looks like he literally just, like, it doesn't look like he's actively dribbling, bro. It looks like he deadass just stood there in that pose, bro, and they snapped the shot, bro. This nigga's dribbling with his fucking forearm. Jesus.
As you can see, all these niggas are very individualistic, which generally speaking ain't bad, but when I think of a goated content group, that's just not how it is. I'm not gonna glaze AMP because they're whatever really, and y'all know how I feel about Coco Melon Sinat, so I'm gonna glaze RDC because that's a real group.
You're not a fan?
I really grew up watching them niggas, and they're just so aligned that RDC feels like this.
They're a unit, bro. These niggas really don't even make their own content, like, separately. They're literally a unit. It's not Mark, it's not like, it's RDC. Like, they're literally a unit. They are better together than apart. Faze, the reality is, I don't think they're necessarily better together than they are apart. They're doing just fine, even sometimes great individually, bro. Like, Faze, like, let's take a look at their channel and like what it's doing, bro, compared to just like the other things. Okay, Faze. 545K. Cheap versus expensive foods, right? They're all coming together to collaborate. We tried exotic snacks for the first time. Alright, cool. Busting viral myths. That did pretty well. But like, yo, these views aren't insurmountable, bro. They don't have to do this. They're all pulling what would be the equivalent to these views and more on their own channels individually, bro. No one's necessarily looking at this group of people and saying like, yo, bro, I need to see Silky and Lacey collaborate right now, yo. I need to see Jason and Max together, yo. The only time they really care to see that shit is like when it's a war. Now, I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm like, I think they don't mind it, but as far as like the want to see it together, like there isn't that same appeal that there would be to like a RDC, to the point where it's like, yo, we don't want to even really see y'all apart. We love when y'all do things together. It's within their best interest to be together. But, you know, the performance of these videos, they're not bad. It's just really volatile depending on the subject for real. But like, this, in my opinion, isn't necessarily worth the hassle to me, bro. Even like, you know, I've had videos hit, some videos hit some of these numbers. You know, I'm not gonna sit there and oversell myself, nigga, because I'm fucking nobody. But I'll tell y'all right now, man, the ad revenue, and even assuming that they had a double my RPM, I don't think the ad revenue's worth it, yo. And you still gotta pay a team to pull off these high budget videos, bro. Like, you still gotta pay a team. It just, I don't know, bro. If you're gonna do a content group, the best thing to do is like do that shit yourself and let it be a homegrown thing with people that you trust, yo. Like this whole business org shit, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I don't think it's the way, bro. Even like, you know, a lot of my audience, if y'all don't know, like VTuber, like a whole VTuber studio, V Shoujo, just got fucked over for some weird exploiting shit, bro. Niggas is spending their money. It's just we're moving past this era, bro. Shit got to be homegrown.
single entity. When your content group feels like one creator, that's a real group, and nobody can dispute that, because when you look at RDC, you look at them like one nigga, even though it's a bunch. Now finally, let's talk about Max leaving Faze. Here's what he had to say.
Yeah, I was hearing echo, my bad, but yes, I'm leaving Faze. Like I just said, I can't fully go into depth why I'm leaving Faze, but I am leaving, and I'm ready to, you know, embark on my journey.
We already kind of seen this. Doesn't really say too much, bro. I will say though, he doesn't look like he looked like this decision definitely hurts him, bro. And I'm not mad at that at all, bro. I completely understand.
Shit changed my life.
He says it was one of the best decisions he's made, and he's trying to work hard and make 5-star big, which is kind of like what I said earlier. Faze was just a stepping stone.
No, he basically said it.
And before I continue, let me tell you, both Rage and Aiden confirmed Max was leaving. But in Aiden's case, one of his homeboys said something real interesting.
I'll be real, it's real though. It's very real. I'm gonna lie to y'all, bro. I'm telling you it's real. I ain't gonna say how I know. I'm not gonna say who I talked to.
What Jake had to say.
What do you guys think about Faze though, Matt? From your guys' perspective, what do you think? You think that Faze bounces from this? Do you think that?
Oh no, Jake about to put us on to some game, yo.
You're gonna get somebody else. What do you think? To replace it.
What did he say?
I think niggas gonna start leaving.
You think other people are gonna? You think it's a domino effect? No.
I think the others finna start leaving. Well, that's called a domino effect, and he's not the only one to say that.
That Max left Faze, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't think so, bro. Nah, actually, I support my man's whatever he does. But for Faze, bro, it's like when one person leaves, chat, y'all ever seen? It's a domino effect, bro. Y'all niggas know what I mean? When one nigga leaves, it becomes a domino effect. The whole crew.
Yeah, I think so too, bro. Because I'm gonna be honest, like, once again, I don't know how much of these niggas' money is being taken or dispersed amongst everyone else, bro. But like, yo, Banks is gone. Or at least he's not taking a public role in the leadership of Faze. Max is gone. That's basically like a huge chunk of the WL community that, you know, supported Faze. That's gone. And as we established, bro, like, I don't think being in Faze is particularly advantageous for any of the people in Faze at this point, bro. So like, at this point, your energy is just being attached to something for no reason. So I'm not saying that people, and honestly, bro, the niggas in Faze now, they genuinely can feel like they're not going to leave, and they probably are serious. But like, I'm sorry, bro. They're like, there's no, like, it gets to a point where there's just no point in doing things, bro. It's like breaking up with a girl, right? She broke up with you, and you're still sending her money for like the next 5 years, 10 years of your life, bro. It's like, yo, at a certain point, it's like, you're not my bitch anymore, bro. You're not giving me head every night. You're not giving me a child. I don't live with you. So at this point, it's like, I'm just donating money to a charity case. And I'm gonna be honest, that's not human nature, bro. I don't care how much a nigga's gonna tell you, oh yeah, we not together, but we still friends. We could still talk. We could still hang out. At the end of the day, bro, it's like, yo, if you're not getting what you want, if there's no growth, if there's no evolution, things will dissipate. That's just life, man. I'm sorry to say. Sorry to say. A lot of the niggas holding on to this Faze shit, fucking cops, bro. A lot of niggas holding on to this Faze shit right now, bro, might deadass just be doing it because they feel like they have to. But, you know, if I'm gonna put my predict in, I'm gonna put my predicts. I think the next nigga to go gonna be Silky. Personally, I don't know. That's just me, and I just feel like Max and Silky were the most relatable for obvious reasons, similar communities, and I think they were the closest, man. Honestly, bro, like Silky in that house with those niggas, bro. Once again, I have no idea how their relationship is outside of everything, but let's be real, man. Like, you know what it's hitting for, bro. Silky not gonna want to stay there for too much longer, bro. He just gonna be the fucking token black guy of the group, in my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see.
Who's gonna leave, bro? It's generally just the truth. It's just the truth. Right or wrong. Right or wrong. It's like a dynasty. When one nigga leaves, bro, it's gonna become a domino effect. Next gonna be blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah.
And Max was huge, bro. Max was huge. I could understand if it was like the nigga with the least amount of viewers left, bro. Max was huge, bro. He gave that group a lot of energy, yo. Like, man, this was the end of an era, son. Like, yo.
I feel like shit. My nigga Max
Huge part of the success of that
bro.
group.
My nigga Max gonna thrive, bro. That's just one thing about my nigga PBM. So yeah.
Even Dabo himself said it was a domino effect, and in my opinion, Max leaving is merely an omen for change, a catalyst, if you will. And guess what Max said in an old clip?
So funny, man.
What did they say?
Yo, I love y'all niggas, bro. Let's start our own group.
I promise you this will be way better. If he grabbed Silky, he grabbed, I want to say Rage, but Rage got to be more active. And, you know, he's going through injuries and all type of shit like that. You know, probably not. Grab Silky, grab Rage, grab some 5-star niggas that you believe in. Not Tay. I think, yeah. A few other niggas, yeah. Grab Dabo, fuck it. Yo, I'm cooking right now, bro. Listen, man. If they end up doing it, bro, you heard it here first, nigga. They watched my stream, bro. Like, one of the 5 niggas in my stream right now is fucking Black Boy Max, bro. And yeah, you heard it. Or maybe it's Dabo, bro, but listen. That go way crazier, bro. Everyone more on the same page.
To be fair, this clip is probably troll, but let's just dial it back a little bit. Faze was a stepping stone for every member there. Like I said earlier, this was never long term. This was meant to help their careers and help these guys make their way to the next level. The end of Faze was inevitable, and even though they cooked Omar at the time, he was right. That synthetic clip farm gimmick content was not viable, because now we're about to witness a collapse. But it was fun talking to you.
Hell yeah.
That's really all I had
That's
to say.
another thing, man.
So
Illuminati brought up is like, yo, this whole clip farm, doing a bunch of crazy shit to thrive on Twitch, bro. I think we're gonna get to a point, and I think we're low-key getting to the point where, like, people are tired of that shit, man. Like, there's gonna be, like, a new meta. Things are gonna change. Like, the energy is just different. People are gonna long for something more authentic, and quite frankly, a lot of these people, they can't really give them what they're looking for. Some people are really good at that gimmicky content. Some people, you know, when it's time to be authentic and just bond with their chat, you know, that's not their thing. But I think we're going to step away from that, man. Bruce, man, listen, come back. Come back, Bruce. Here, nigga, shoes, nigga. Yeah. But, yo, that's it, though. That's it. That's the video.